These fourth gens have, so many of them had this problem. We've had 4 fourth gens, and every single one of these have done this in some way or another. Look at this, ready? Done, look at that. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before this video starts, I just want to say, if you did miss the previous video, go look at that first, because that was a in-depth video of the Trans Am, unlike the very first video that I posted, which wasn't really in-depth at all. It was sitting on this lift right here, and I was pretty much just like looking at it and pointing to it. But check out the second video on the Trans Am, the most recent video, and watch that before this, because that'll give you a more in-depth review, and it'll also give you like a reason to why this video even is a thing right now, because this is one of the issues that's being addressed right now, one of the biggest issues. And let me just show you guys what it is, because these fourth gens have, so many of them had this problem. We've had 4 of them. We've had 4 fourth gens, and every single one of these have done this in some way or another. This one definitely the worst out of all of them, and that's weird because this is the newest one we've had. We've had a 99 V6 that we bought and sold pretty quick. We had 2 of the LT1s. One was a 96, one was a 97. The green one, which you guys saw just sold here recently. But the biggest issue with these cars, or one of the biggest issues, is also the benefit and the drawback is the same body panel, let's just say that. So these fenders right here on the car are plastic, steel. Also the roof is steel, but plastic, fiberglass, the doors are plastic, a lot of shit's plastic. Now it does save on some weight, and they made it so I think when they were selling these things, that could be like a gimmick. You can't dent it, even though you could dent the quarter, because obviously it's still steel. But you guys are wondering why the door's off right now. Well, that's because it's sitting right over there for one. And number 2, we have the other door on it still, so I can show you guys. This passenger door was definitely the worst out of the 2. Let me just show you guys. So I'm gonna open it up real quick. And I want you guys to watch the door. Hopefully you can see it as I open it, what happens to it. Ready? Look at that. Look at that, look at that body line now. Look at the movement in this door I can do with just my hand. Ready for this? Not even exaggerating, you can literally do that. And, oh Jesus, yeah, it does that too. And the problem is, it puts an absolutely shitload of stress on the pin right here, and also this pin up here, the latch and the pin, and it can over time wear them out and eventually destroy them. Look at this, if you just went to go close it, you're not closing that. You gotta pick it up and close it like that. That's pretty much due to, since these doors are all plastic all through here. Well, actually, yeah. All plastic, and then they have this metal brace in here. All plastic, all plastic. What the door actually mounts to is these. These are little inside here. They are little, let me see if I can do it for you guys. See that back in there? It's a steel plate that goes up against the back of the plastic so that it doesn't crack. Because obviously this plastic, no way in hell it would be able to support the entire weight of this door. Now the top one's fine because there's not much stress the top one's dealing with, but the bottom one, done. Look at this, ready? Done, look at that. Somebody did this right here. So we're gonna have to pretty much take off this door, which we did, and we're going to be making a piece of steel, because they already have one in here from factory, but it wasn't good enough. You see right here, this piece of steel right here, it wasn't good enough. So pretty much what we're hoping to do here is we're gonna take this piece of steel, take it out, we're gonna make one that wraps from where it's at right now, wraps and goes along the back of the door, and then another piece right here, so that's in hopes that once these two panels are sandwiched together, it won't have to rely on any of the fiberglass to actually do any of the door holding. Because before, there was a lot of stress on this piece right here, and that's why it cracked. Obviously, it cracked pretty damn bad too. Like, it's bad. I'm surprised the door was holding on, and it's holding on up here, and it's barely holding on down here. That door, since it's worse, I guarantee you, either the bottom or the top are just gone. We have the whole kick panel disassembled right now because we thought maybe you can get this whole mess of wiring out through like a quick disconnector under the dash. There's not. So you do have to pull it all the way out just like that, at least to what I saw. But it wasn't too many wires, it wasn't too bad. But we have to do it on both sides, so give or take a few hours to do it. Now, another thing that these things are mainly known for is the door panels cracking. You can see right here is one starting right there, and then we have this big ass one right here. And conveniently the other door, it's almost like it was a factory thing. So you guys can see it right there. You can see the crack up there. It's exactly where the other door panels is, like to the inch. It's kind of crazy that it cracked in the same spot, but we'll see what we can do about that. Now, apart from that, this is gonna be it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know, like, another update video on this, just to be like, hey, this is what's going on right now. After that, I feel like this winter is gonna have to get an engine build because we did put 1030 in it, full synthetic. It calls for 5 weight, but you know, it's a motor, it's an LS with 163,000 miles on it. You could hear a little bit of lifter tick, and the oil pressure wasn't the greatest. It was like warmed up at idle 20, and you want a little more than that, even though it's only idle at like 900 RPMs, 850, 800, something like that. I'd like a little more of it. Put 10 weight in it, and now it idles at like 28, 30. So that's comfortable, and that's all great and dandy, but you can still definitely hear the lifters slightly just ticking in there. So it's a little bit of a ticking time bomb, but you might as well have fun with it until it blows up and then you build it. My hopes is that it lasts just long enough, which I have pretty good confidence it will last long enough to get us to winter, because it's just gonna sit in here during winter, and that's when we do the motor on it. That's probably gonna be it for today's video. Like I said before, go check out the other Trans Am video on where I actually fully, somewhat, do a in-depth review on this thing. And stay tuned for more videos coming over it. It's looking pretty badass right now, in my opinion. It's even looking more badass with the fact that there's no door on it. Looks pretty cool. Stay tuned for more videos also coming on my 1980 Trans Am right here. I've been filming them in the background, ready to upload. I just didn't want to upload them. I didn't want to upload a Trans Am video on that Trans Am and then this one, because I like to have a few videos in line, you know, sequential, so that it's more like retaining, I guess. I don't know, that's just how I like to do it. Like when I first did these videos on the 80 Trans Am here, there was like 5, 6 in a row. That's just how I like to do it. But like I said, stay tuned for more videos coming over this, over the Monte Carlo. Gonna get some cool roller shots of that Trans Am once it's back together. and cleaned up and maybe touched up, maybe dust some clear, scuff it and dust some clear on that quarter just to make it presentable until we paint it. But apart from that, that's where the car's gonna be sitting for a little bit until we get those doors on it, but it shouldn't be too extremely long. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more of all these videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one.